Hi everyone, a very good evening. Uh, so we are just starting in like quick 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, that's it. Okay, not more delays to be happening. Okay, so let me know Hi everyone, a very if good my voice is evening. audible perfectly. Uh, so we are just starting in like quick 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, that's it. Okay, not more delays to be happening. Okay, so let me know Hi everyone, a very if good my voice is evening. audible perfectly. Uh, so we are just starting in like quick 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, that's it. Okay, not more delays to be happening. Okay, so let me know Hi everyone, a very if good my voice is evening. audible perfectly. Uh,
Can you please check it now? Can you please check it now?
Can you please check it now? Again, not even a single voice is being there. Because it's being showing. Okay, the mic is properly there. I've added it. Okay, can you please check it now? Okay, let's done it. Okay, now. Okay, anywhere you feel like okay, I'm not audible, please acknowledge it. Okay, already there is a lot of glitch. Okay, happened today. Before starting it and like now also. Okay, so let me just start with it. So welcome to the today's I would say the boot camp, the 5 days boot camp it is. Okay, so this is a 5 days boot camp which is being designed by the Smarted, especially for the beginners who has been looking forward to enrich more into like okay, for cracking the tech interviews. Correct. What it happens when we just need to say that okay, these tech interviews are being there and all. These tech interviews basically ask you a very crisp kind of the important topics. Correct. Okay, a very good kind of a topics are being there. Why it is being important to be into this I would say CPP, okay, basically the inputs and outputs, okay, based on to it. It is only being designed okay, in a such a way which focuses more precisely onto the competitive edge marketing. Okay, first of all, why should you attend these boot camps? Okay, first of all, the thing is it's in campus placement oriented. Okay, it's being there like you can being a beginner, being an intermediate, being an advanced, you can join these boot camps for the 5 days. Correct. And after that okay, you will be having the basics approaches. So now as of today we will be knowing about few of the CPP programming inputs and outputs. Okay, yeah, I'll be using the Hindi language also, don't worry, in the mid, but I just wanted to just be connected to each one of you, don't worry, Sumit, right? In any way you feel like okay, I'm not understanding the English, you are most welcome to ask me. Okay, don't worry. So now in this in the CPP, that's in C++, okay, programming languages. In the C++ programming language, what is the main thing you should know about this? As per the basic inputs and the outputs, there is a lot of programs to work with it, but in the CPP programming language, which is being known for the one of the best game development, okay, virtual reality and the real time simulations, right? How many of you have been comfortable with the CPP language? Just acknowledge me. How many of you are being a bit known for the CPP language? Okay, quite good. Response is quite good. What about rest of you guys? Please focus on to the things okay what we are just doing it, and you will definitely get a best approach based on to it. Okay, a lot of good questions. Okay, and a lot of good content is being going to be there. Okay, but be interactive with what we are just doing it, right? So a lot of yeses being there, yes, me and all. Oh, quite good. As per the interactive, if you wanted to solidify your understanding, it is just to know about the basics of CPP programming. Plus, you should know about okay, how do we make it in inputs and outputs. In the day 2 we would be having a lot of good examples. In the day 3 also we will be having like a more conceptual point. uh, then we have a good project also we will be making it okay at the last day. But only the point which it comes with it is how you define the CPP, right? What is gonna be there? CPP is, or you can say C++ is the leading edge programming language which is being used into the game development, virtual realities, real-time simulations. Again, it is very high frequency trading with a good speed matters, right? One of the best reason you will be seeing, like, okay, we have Python also, we have CPP also, we have, like, okay, C language also, we have Java language also, Kotlin, and all of these languages are being there. But what makes CPP so effective? It is just an ability to work very closely with the hard works you have. Additionally, when we talk about this, okay, it depends upon how flexible you are with the development. Every single person, okay, over here, including me too, okay, is being having a love for the games, correct? I hope everyone agrees. And this is just a thing that you wanted to build your game, correct? Or you wanted to build something of your own. When we talk about this, getting started with the CPP, okay, we should know about which platform we should use, okay, for the CPP programming languages. But do you know who developed CPP? Anyone over here? Do you know who developed the CPP? Okay, if you don't know, let me just tell you. There was a one person, the Badgerin startups, okay, who built this CPP language within extensions of the C language, correct? It is the fastest CPP language you should know about it, right? And the point was originated as per the conditions, okay, we have what is being represented with a C++. This was just a more known way of what it was initialized with, the kind of concepts, correct? Now after this, what all the compilers you should know, you can just go with, okay, in this entire 5 days boot camp, okay, we will be doing with the CPP compilers, okay, over here. You can take it any IDE editors, that's VS Code, okay, blocks, okay, C Lion, Visual Studio, whatever it is. But we personally are gonna use, correct, Gothami Mowgli, and it's Mantasha, right? So very good. You know it. That's really good. So now what is gonna happen is, okay, over here is we are gonna use 5 days the same editor that's known as a Visual Studio, correct? And in this Visual Studio, what is gonna be happening, okay, or what makes, okay, the point of contact out of it is it leads towards an editor. So we will be knowing about how to write a code, correct? Okay, see, if your code, the way you write the code is clean, make sure and make my point, okay, notable, you're a good developer. Reason is that each step you would be having the appropriate extensions to put, appropriate key points to put, correct? And then you can just verify your setup. So quite good. But how do we make, okay, what all the libraries you should know about it, right? What all the common mistakes, okay, we all do it. Okay, let me just tell you, okay, based on to it, just make a plain folder, okay, any name of the folder, you can put it day one, the name of the folder. These slides and everything you will I'll put it onto the drive, you can just have it, it doesn't matter. So you can make one folder over here with this. Now I'll tell you, okay, the point is quite good, right? So why you are just trying to get it the more changes, okay, what all the things are being there which you should know about these changes, and how do you write, okay, your first CPP program. That's the most kind of an important thing. While you wanted to write, okay, the CPP programs and all, you should know about the basics, okay, a basics, like, okay, which is gonna be leading within edge technologies, right? This is the proper kind of the VS code you should have. There is one thing more, the extension, this extension, Rajan, don't worry, we will upload it. Okay, stay till the end. Okay, there is basically a attendance sheet. Okay, which you will be getting it, and don't I would say leave without marking your attendance. Okay, code block is familiar, any of it. Okay, doesn't matter. So I've gave you okay multiple options. Okay, so I just gave you the multiple options. Now once you install this extension, okay, you just need to press onto the install, and the moment it is being done, make a file that's in program.cpp, correct. The moment you just try to write okay this, okay, what we just need to do okay over here is we will make a first program based on today. How long the class will be there? 1 hour the class would be there, don't worry. Attendance is not over, attendance will happen on the ending time. Okay, don't worry. Check it. How do you write your CPP programs, correct? What makes this journey quite good? Today we will be learning about some basics, okay, of the CPP, and also we will be learning about okay I would say that's an how do we make an input and outputs. Okay, so that's also good. So once we make your first CPP program, that's known for hello world, which is very common everywhere whenever we make our any kind of I would say uh, kind of a touch with any programming language, the first thing we come to know is what hello world, right? The first thing we have is what the hello world. What makes this hello world so popular, correct? And what makes this as an of the condition based on to it? The hello world is the basic structure. And how do we introduce that? Okay, first of all, as an of there is a preprocessor directive. Okay, so we have to write it at the rate hash, okay, include the ios stream. Okay, so this is the first thing okay you should know about it, is include the preprocessor. Okay, that's basically the directive. Okay, what makes the most out of it? Okay, what makes now add hash include ios stream, correct, would be the line which is being included into the input and output stream libraries. Okay, what is this input and output stream libraries, correct? When we start with this, the all the operation works with us, correct? Okay, all the kind of operation works with us, right? And each kind of an operations, okay, whatever we are just trying to go with each kind of an operation, this has a meaning about what we need to write it to program and for the output operations, correct? Now once this is being done, okay, that we are just going with that. Okay, let me just give you an idea that this is a preprocessor. Directive, yeah, correct, it's in C out and C in, very good, right? So it's in a directive for the input and outputs, right? So obviously if you wanted to get the output also, you wanted to get every single thing okay out of it, and after once you get okay any input and outputs okay based on to it, the condition changes, correct? The value of the condition changes and it marks okay the important point okay out of it. And once you do that, okay, you move to the int main, which is the main function, or you can say the entry point of the CPP program. Okay, execution starts from here, so we write it int main. Okay, int main, and then we open the r basically an approach. Okay, it's in basically what okay the entry point. The main function of the CPP program is int main, correct? Just like at your home you have the main door of your house, correct? So there is a lock system. Okay, when you wanted to enter to your home, you unlock that lock, right? Or you just remove that lock, okay, and then you make an entry. Similarly to that, okay, we have what int main, a function based out of it. Then inside this function main out of it, there is this output, okay, statement. How do we write it? SDT, okay, C out, okay. There is what? C out. Let's say I wanted to print what? A message is hello world, correct? Hello world. This is the what? The message, okay, I wanted to print, okay, out of it. This is a what? The output statement, okay. Now the statement represents or gives me the output of what? That I wanted to get it console, just to see the output, okay, the C out, okay, or like that, okay. I'll tell you, don't worry about it. But the point is what? Yeah, correct. Now the point is what? Can we just return, okay, about it? So if the condition comes proper, okay, and if it indicates, okay, that everything is being quite good, okay, and everything is quite simple, right? Okay, it is gonna return, and return means what? Indicating a successful program termination. And if it happens, we will be getting our what? We will be getting our basically an output of it, okay. And how do we get the output? If you just go to your terminal, okay, just go for this command, that's c plus program.cpp minus o the program. What is gonna be happening? It basically exemplate, okay, the value out of it, okay, the exemplating the value, the semicolon, yeah, we need to put it semicolon. So that depends, like, okay, let's say if I'm just removing it, okay, so that also, like, okay, I'll be getting the problem, expected a semicolon, right? So this is basically I need to put the semicolon to execute my program, right? Okay, now and the moment, okay, we have to write this particular execution. So what I'll be doing it is I wanted to print my output. So what I'm gonna write it, dot slash program. So here you go with the first program of the CPP. Here you go with that, correct? Any questions in any line of it, just let me know, please. If you are basically using the Windows, okay, if you're just using the Windows, for the Windows you have to write it this, dot slash program.exe. For Windows you will be writing it this, okay. If you're using the Windows, then this. If you're using the Mac OS, then you're using just dot slash program, okay. That's it, okay. You won't be writing anything else, okay, based on to it. Okay. Is it better to use? What it is better to use? Aditya, can you let me know what is it better to use? Okay, sure. Manikanta, right? Basically, SDD is there into the CPP language, standard input libraries, okay. It represents the library, okay, that's colon, okay, we have just put, okay, this particular scope of it, okay. It indicates basically is it refers to standard output if you're writing it the object based on to it, correct? So we have to use that, okay. Basically in a short form I'll tell you STT. Sure, Sudhanshu, let me just it's in first day, right? Okay, so let me just be make everyone, okay, onto the one platter, right? Okay, so that everyone feel confident, because tomorrow we have a bigger things to do, right? Okay, so don't mess the tomorrow's class also, everyone, okay. So what does an SDD is being there into the shortest form? Okay, in a layman language I'll give you an example. Let's say your doctor, if your doctor mentioned that it is definitely a prescription to you to take a basically a, I would say, the medicine, you will listen to your doctor and you will be prescribing, okay, or just take or intake the medicines, right? Okay. Similarly to that, despite being having all of the functions into the one way, STD is an abbreviation of just a standard, okay, which is being there with the function. The reason to use it with a namespace, the compiler to basically call out and call in. Okay, so all of that is quite good. Okay, the functions to be used. So this is a first program. You should know about it. Okay, you should just calculate it. How does it leads? Okay, with the generous approaches. Correct. So these are this just a breaking down of the components into the libraries, main function, statements, okay, and all. So this is all of the program is being divided into basically three parts. Correct. Into the three parts, okay, it is basically being divided. And after that, what we have the next, okay, over here is the main function, which is what? Int main. Int main is a main function which is going to help you out with the condition. You have to just write it, whatever the conditions, okay, you're just trying to write it, okay, or whatever the conditions you wanted to just write it, it will just resemble it, okay, whatever the resemblance it has to be given, it will just resemble for what you wanted to write it, okay, and how you wanted to write it, right? So the value will be just depending, okay, onto it. So you can see this, there are three ways of it: entry point, execution flow, and the return flow, right? But ultimately, if I ask you that, okay, what makes us the most common out of it, okay, it is this one. Okay, this makes the most common out of it, right? Because we know that in the CPP, the most operating system will look like specifically onto the main functions, correct? It is basically int main, which where the execution starts. It is the returning of the 0. Whereas we have the int main, but here we have been given certain kind of conditions, first, second, and all. We will be knowing about the execution flow also. Then we had as a return value, where we are just trying to get the code existing. Just like, okay, if you are just visiting any grocery marts, okay, and you forgot something and you go back again, okay, to purchase that grocery items, correct? Similarly to that, in the execution, it's your wish where you just need to make it the int main, okay, as one of it. But what is an alternative of it? This is an alternative, okay. This entire code is an alternative if you are not using the proper kind of what, the command line prompt, correct? But doesn't matter that how exactly the value is being there, right? What all the exactly the values would be there. What makes this more crucial? Nobody use it, to be honest, okay, because it's very difficult and complex for the applications. But if someone asks you like, okay, what makes us more comfortable with it, right, so it would be quite normal. So int argc, okay, which is being there, int argc, over here it stands for the argument count, okay. That means it holds the number of command line arguments which is being passed into the program, and it is repeating, okay, itself and itself. Then we have is the char asterisk sign argv. That's basically what, the argument vector. V stands for the vector, and basically this is only the reason where the actual argument has been trying to put it. But we can use the namespaces std by placing std every time. Yes, Arvan. हमेशा अटेंडेंस शीट लास्ट में आएगी, just before 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We're just trying to wrap up the class, okay? The attendance sheet, you will get it. We'll discuss the OOP concept, a bit of it, okay? A bit of the OOPS concept has been discussed. Okay? Now, in this entirely, we have written what the count, okay? But argument says, CPP says that the values to be changed what has been written, okay? The values to be changed what has been written. This is a basic syntax rules, okay? You should follow it up. A basic syntax rules are being there that everyone should be following it up. You should not I would say, or put M as an of capital, okay? there is a value point which attains, that's a lower and the upper, I would say, letters. Count, okay, sometimes, okay, we used to write it count as an of C capital, C small, a proper count, okay, different identifiers are being there and all. Okay, while these are just like, okay, the valid keywords, okay, because while loop is being there, if is there, for loop is being there, so we cannot write, okay, these things as an of the normal way, okay, because it's in keywords are being there. Secondly, we have is the curly braces group of code, correct. Why and where the alternate mean function is used, okay, I'll tell you with the basically an example also, don't worry. Correct, case sensitive, right. Explicit type language, very good. So now in this, the curly braces, there is a group of codes, okay, there is a group of code blocks are being there, just like we have curly braces to enclose everything, okay, whatever the main logics are being there, with that is basically enclose. Okay, now you know your results are basically secured, correct. Your results are basically secured, nobody can see it until or unless you have the access of it, correct, or until or unless you have something, a passcode with that, correct. So similarly into the CPP also, it comes with that. When the entire matching pair of the braces are being there, it makes sure that, okay, only then the value just comes, okay, only then the value just come, and it is just valid for what you're just trying to uh, encapsulate. How do you identify, okay, this particular way? Make sure there is a word that is known as indentation, okay. What is an indentation? Indentation is the spaces you make, okay, to put into the good readable format code, just like two spaces is being there, four spaces are being there, a pair of it, right. Okay, let's say if I'm just putting, okay, the indentation, okay, over here, return, I'll put it over here, 1 2, okay, 2 is also fine, 3 and 4, right. So this is a proper indented part of what, okay, you have is the value to be obtained, correct. So this kind of a values would be there with what it matters, correct. After that, you should have a proper idea about additional tools, okay. Okay, are you all having the VS Code, the Visual Studio? Are you all having the Visual Studio? Okay, say yes or no. Are you all having the Visual Studio, please? Or like anyone over here who is being there and doesn't has? Okay, yes. Very good, very good. In the pre, I'll suggest you to install that, okay, before coming to the tomorrow class. So you can just install that. Perfect. It's okay. CPP, there is nothing to set up, okay. There is only one thing, extension is there to install, that's it. There is nothing more than that, okay. Just then install it up, I would say an extension more as than enough of it, okay. Okay, except towards this indentation, what is more required over here? Yeah, I can provide this PDF, doesn't matter, but still be and keep an eye over here, okay, that most of the things would be cleared, okay. Now there is some of the additional syntax rules are being there, that's that every statement, whatever the code you're just writing it should end with a semicolon, right. Okay, you can see int user age, a variable description declaration is being there. I'll tell you what is it. It should end with the semicolons. Secondly, the keywords are being reserved. You can't declare int, you can't declare for, you can't declare while, you can't declare class. Similarly, this is only the one thing is your name, okay, your specific name is being there, which is being kept by your parents, correct. And it is all documented everywhere, correct. uh, The point which it makes you a resemblance, okay, that your parents has been kept your name with such a pride, correct? It is all documented into the legal I would say papers and everything, but you can't change it, okay? And the point is, whatever the other names, okay, you can have, but you can't uh, or you can't change it, okay, make it a changing in that, correct? The value just comes according to that, correct? There is a white spaces which is mostly being ignored, correct? Okay, mostly it's being basically ignored. Extra spaces are being there, like let's say this is there, okay, let me just make it like this way, or more extra names, okay. This is an extra lines, okay, this is an extra indentation, you can see this lines, okay, this is an indented lines, okay, that it is an extra lines which is being there like this, okay, there is an extra line. So it is automatically what storing what, okay, basically yes, a space, okay, it is storing what, a space basically, okay, over here. So now if I'll delete these spaces, it is my benefit that I have more chances to write and just reserve my memory out of it, right? Like this. So this is a more precisable, right? It's in more precisable. So secondly, we have to comment in each in line. If let's say I wanted to comment this, uh, hi, welcome everyone to Smarted. A heartiest welcome to you all, okay, to the Smarted, right? And I hope you will be just be continuous with it, okay, for the entire 5 days bootcamp, correct? Okay, be stick to your timings, okay, just have a look with that, okay, and all. I would definitely say at the end you will definitely learn and just grasp, okay, a very good learning, and you will be confident into the CPP, okay, powered by the Smarted, okay, this is all perfect learning you will be just putting into your brain, okay, to lead the companies, correct? So now this is a comment. What I did it, if I have to uncomment it as control, and there is a backspace, this is uncommented, okay. And the moment I just need to comment, this is gonna be this, okay. So this is gonna be what is gonna be happening is this is a commented, okay, I have commented. Jasmine, what I need to say, is there any alternative, okay, for the mobile phones? So I guess there is one app, okay, which is available to solve, okay, VS Code, online VS Code, okay, or any online compiler you can just use it, okay. The JDBC is being there, okay, which is there. Uh, just a minute, I guess. So you can go with any of it. JDB online compilers are being there, okay. So simply it used to run onto your I would say mobile phones also, okay. What I need to repeat once again, ma'am, okay. So if you wanted to comment this, then you can just press control backspace, okay. So this is a not commented, okay, this is a commented one, right? And if you wanted to use the online compiler, yeah, you can use it. This is way more good. See, in the companies, what had happened is they don't ask you like, okay, whether you know the online compilers or not, right? They don't they don't ask you like, okay, is it a, do you know the online compilers or not, right? They will only say, are you comfortable with VS Code or any independent compiler, okay. So using an online compiler doesn't make, I would say, good impact onto the companies. So you want it to be, I would say, a best out of everything, right? So you have to be I would say habitual with these kinds of an compiler, because companies are using this only, okay. Now let's start with the next things, okay. Okay, let's go with one good example a little bit, okay. I would say 2% a step, okay, up, okay. I'm just taking it with another program, correct? So I can just comment this, okay. So I can write it this way, first program, Okay, now let's start with the second program out of it. Okay, this could be just leading with the edge technologies, correct? And also it will just give you the basic approaches also. Comments are not a part of it, okay, of the codes. Okay, comments are not. If you have commented, that means okay, for you it's not deleted, but for a compiler it's kind of okay, not visible. ठीक है Dipinder? For you it is like okay, you can able to see the code, okay, but for the compiler it is not. Okay, it is just like any other way. um, you are being looking forward, okay, to uncomment. Let's say this line, okay, I don't want it. Okay, let's say this line I'm just commenting, but rest of the code I am uncommenting. Okay, instead of returning this error, okay, I don't want it. Okay, I should just go with that, but might be like in 10-15 minutes, okay, 10-15 or 20 minutes, or one day, 1 year, okay, 10 years, okay, I just wanted like okay, this particular code what I've just commented, I need it, okay, that okay, it should be there into my code. Okay, I should or go with what I should uncomment it instead of deleting it and rewriting it again and again, right? I will just uncomment. Okay, a main point is being that. Okay. Okay, so we have another programs, okay, out of it. You should know about some basic programs, okay, you should know. So let's build a program which is giving you the input and output, okay. A very good program it is being there, right? Okay, which is gonna be stated as of now. Okay, let's just make a program. um, Jasmine, anything is good. Okay, anything is good. Now let me just tell you, okay, a program, the sum of two numbers. Okay, how do you write it? First of all, main approach is being the hash include um, IO stream. Okay, then we are gonna use the namespace now. Okay, now you will be asking like what is a namespace? We didn't use it into the upcoming previous kind of the program, correct? What is a namespace? Okay, good question. What is a namespace is basically is into the CPP. Okay, uh, namespace is a declarative region that provides a scope to the identifiers, just like okay, the name of the types, functions, variables, right? Okay, and all. What is a variable? Variable is the place, okay, or variable is used to store the data. Okay, it is used to store the data. Why not use run extension? Without extension, if you're not installing the extension in VS Code, it won't run it. Okay, it won't run. So it will give you, I would say, an issue that leads to the different particular way out. Okay, basically, what it happens with the namespace std, right? The second program of this bootcamp, okay, the day one, okay, this is being there, and what it is going to be lead, okay, with that, correct? The one of the more approaches which leads, okay, the namespace sdd, okay, is quite simple. It just leads, okay, the more approaches, okay, out of it. So the namespaces is just a logical kind of a groups are being there, right? Okay, just a logical groups which is just gonna prevent the collision that occurs with the code bases. Okay, let me just tell you a good answer. Okay, there is an error showing in the, no, there should not be any error. Why would be there is any error? the error will only come if your cpp extension is not installed. Okay, if it is installed, no error is there. Okay, what is a namespace? As an of in the cpp we used to go with an example, I'm just going to tell you. uh, Quite simple. The part of just a standard library is being there, which contains most of the standard functions, objects, classes, and all. And why did I have written the namespace sdt? It just provides a region to declare the things out. Okay, so it is just a place where we just declare out, okay, all of our namespaces, right? Now what makes it sense, okay, about it is, okay, what it leads about it. Okay, so I'll declare first of all the main function int main. Okay, this way, int main. Then I'll declare three of the variables: variable a, variable b, and then a sum is there. Okay, the total sum. Now I will be declaring what I just need to write it. So I'll be writing it cout. Okay, this is why I'm just writing it a comment. Okay, for the cout, enter two numbers, let's say. Okay, I'm writing it enter two numbers, right? What it leads, okay, with it, okay, what it makes a sense about it, okay, is about the condition we have into entering the numbers. Okay, we wanted to just go and declare some of our programs based on it. Okay, and what all the programs you wanted to just know, okay, and what all the condition you should know about it is, okay, it's quite normal. Based on to these conditions, okay, whatever we have, and based off, like, okay, the values, okay, it just generates, correct? Is quite simple. Yes, correct. There is a semicolon which is missing. Very perfect, Nagajoti, right? The point we have is IO streams, okay, we are writing just to import the standard libraries. Using the namespace std, we just need to write it if we are just using c in and c out without prefixing the std. If you're not using the std, okay, prefixes with the this one, okay, then you have to use it with a namespace, correct? Secondly, we are just defining the main, I would say, an entry point for the program. Then we have declared the three variable, okay, an integer variable without the points, correct? We have a, b, and the sum, correct? We have we just got, okay, the output, like, okay, how we just need to put an output as a prompt to the console asking the user for the inputs, correct? So these kind of an inputs we required it. Then after that, what we are just gonna do it is, after we just made it a cout, now we are gonna print another command, that's cin, okay, greater than a, okay, a b, sorry, okay, this is a and b. Adipu Ravi, what question I have to answer it? Attendance sheet, again you have asked multiple times, okay, I've repeated multiple ways, okay, out of it. Just before ending the class 5 minutes back, you will be having the attendance sheets, that's it, okay? Just before that, okay, how can I just give you the answer sheet prior? Tell me that. Okay, now we have is just a condition to be written that cin is there. So it will read two integers a and b, okay, over here. The meaning of this line 14, it will read two integers, okay, over here from the user, and it will store them into a and b. Although we don't know what is an a and b, right? Okay, we don't know about it, okay, what is an a and b. After that, I'll be just calculating the sum, okay, out of it, and sum will be what? Sum will be a plus b, right? What is gonna be happening is sum is equals to a plus b, okay? Sum is also a variable, but in this variable a and b, both of the a and b is being stored where into the sum variable. A is also a variable, B is also a variable, but we have read A and we have read what, B, okay, over here. And both of A, okay, what we used to say, okay, over here into the conditions, it makes a logical aspects, correct? It just makes a logical aspects based on to it, correct? So sum is also variable, A is also variable, and B is also variable, correct? And this is going to be just tell you, like, after reading we are just printing a new variable that is basically the sum, and it is equals to A plus B, correct? And the finally we will be calculating, okay, what is C out of the sum. We are just calculating it, sum equals to this, okay? And what is, after reading the sum we will be getting the point, okay? And why do we use the endl? That means everything is done from our end, okay? That everything is, we will be just trying to end that, okay? That now there is no execution which we need to put it, okay? There is no, nothing is being there. So count sum is equals to sum in endl. This is printing the result into the format of the value it has, okay? And it is gonna be end. And finally we can print, okay, or return the value that's in 0. Okay, finally we're gonna do it. So this is a signal which is having the operating system, the program is completed, okay? And there is nothing else, okay, we have into this. Okay, now let's say we're gonna save this program, okay? We're gonna print the output. So you can see out of it the output is there. Enter the two numbers. The very first number is 2, another number is being basically okay, I'll add it 2, okay, and I'll add, okay, 4. Okay, so you can see that sum is equals to 6 in this, correct? So 2 and numbers, I'll print it again. Number is 15, another number is basically is there is 20. I wanted to see what is the sum into this program is this one, correct? So this is how you see the input and output of the entire kind of the programs in the CPP. Clear? Any questions, please? Yeah, please, any questions, everyone? Yeah, the so kindly please don't leave the class, okay? I will be giving you the attendance sheets, okay? uh, okay, and tomorrow we will be just working on to the mastering the loops, conditional as well as the functions, okay? The loops would be there, the if and else, okay? We will be having the conditional loops also, okay? The simple loops and the conditional loops. And then I will be introducing a topic name that is known as the functions, correct? So I'll be using basically a functions about it, and this can lead on to the conceptual point, what it is being there and how it is being there, correct? So kindly please visit, okay, uh, a website of the company that's being there, smarted, okay? And also you will be finding, okay, to be honest, okay, also you will be finding it, okay, onto the YouTube, the description of this YouTube, okay, you will be finding the profile of my LinkedIn, okay? You can just go on to the website, explore it, explore their courses and everything, okay? Just have a look, okay? It's a quite a very good one, okay, very good one. So you can just have a look onto these courses and all, okay? Secondly is in the description, we have, okay, the link of the entire website, okay, for my, okay, profile onto the LinkedIn. You can reach out to me, you can connect to me, okay? And also one thing more, whatever we have did today, kindly please explore it, okay? Just definitely you should have an idea also, like, okay, what we are just trying to do it, okay? And if you have that idea behind it is, okay, you are just sorted. if you wanted to ask me anything, I'm all yours. Okay, you can ask me. But tomorrow, don't miss it. Okay, because the things are quite good. Okay, so I'm just giving you the attendance sheet now. Just hold a sec. I'm just sending you the attendance sheet. So kindly don't leave, okay? Uh, if you're not filling this form. Okay, kindly fill this form for your attendance. Okay, it will be counted. Then only you will be allotted for the certifications. What's the roadmap for the Android development? Okay, so it is quite lengthy, but I'll tell you. Uh, if you know the React, okay, go for React Native. Okay, it's the best mobile development language. You can build it for the Android development, and you can use a database that's basically Firebase and all. Okay. Can I learn the CPP and the DSA from basic to advanced within 5 days? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Not Shivanya, not more, I would say. You don't require the DSA much for the software testing. That's a different one. Selenium and all, you should require it. Yeah, please. Okay, this is a form. Again, I'm just writing it. Okay, just check my link. Okay, so this is the form. Okay, you need to fill. It's you must be have got it from the Anshika Gupta. Okay, so this form you have to fill, and without that you won't be able to go with that. How to explore the programs? You have to build your programs. Okay, out of it. Okay, you have to build yours, right? So you can think, you can build off it. Okay then, let me know how was the session. Okay, the boot camp of the day one. You can drop your feedback. Okay, let me know. Did you enjoyed it and all? Okay, what was the most important thing? Okay, is the just to grab the things out. Okay, so can you let me know? Okay, what was the best out of the things was there? And I hope you enjoyed it really. Correct. Surely about it. Okay then, thank you everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So now let's meet tomorrow, okay, and explore more things ahead. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Please.